Hey Ray.
Hey Sonia, hey guys.
So how do you think the year went as far as anime is concerned?
Well, anime proved to be a huge force on the pop culture scene yet again, and there's always hundreds of titles that are released, and I always find it difficult to wade through the crap. But I have a selection of titles that I wanted to share with you that were my picks of 2014. Number 1, Tokyo Ghoul, and number 2, Akame ga Kill. There's also a title called No Game, No Life, which is hugely popular. Now, in terms of a continuing series, I thought Sword Art Online 2 kept audiences hooked for another season. But my pick of the year is Watanabe's Terror in Resonance. The art direction, writing, and of course Kano's soundtrack combined is superb. But because we've already reviewed that title, I thought I'd throw something else at you this week.
Awesome. So what you got for us, Ray?
Well, the title, or the Western title, is called Parasite. The premise is simple. One night, worm-like creatures called parasites appear on Earth, taking over the brains of human hosts by entering through their ears or noses. One parasite attempts to invade 17-year-old Shinichi while he sleeps, but fails. Instead, it burrows into his arm and resides there. The parasite, called Migi, grows, but because it didn't seize control of the brain, both beings retain their separate intellect and personality, unlike the unfortunate others. The duo form a bit of a bond while encountering other parasites of whom they frequently have to fight to stay alive.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. What's the story like?
Well, it's good. The first episode I thought was a bit clunky. They're trying to rush through a lot of the crazy circumstances and necessaries, but they still managed to get some tender moments in there too, which kind of gives promise to the rest of the series.
Cool.
But once it gets going, it really starts to take off. The parasites look great. They can morph themselves into any number of shapes, but the way they devour humans, which they must do for food, is gruesome to watch. I also liked that our protagonist, Shinichi, has an intelligence and a developing courage. He's not totally inadequate. And the relationship between him, the host, and his parasite, Migi, is solid.
So what about the visual style?
It's impressive, but I don't think it's boundary pushing.
Sure.
The landscape design and background art is of a high quality. The animation is smooth, action sequences are fluid and dynamic, and the alien morphing makes for some unique movement. The soundtrack is quite catchy. It's interesting to hear a blend of electronic vocals with heavy metal vocals, and then throughout the series you can also hear elements of dubstep as well, so it's a very modern sound, and the opening theme is huge. What I really liked also was the characterization, the voice characterization, particularly of the aliens. They seem to have developed a kind of speech pattern or intonation across the board, but individually, depending on who the alien's host is, they sound completely unique, and it's really fun to listen to.
Yeah, it sounds completely opposite to Terror in Resonance, which of course we started talking about at the beginning.
Yes.
So is that a good thing?
Yeah, it is. You know, it's great to find something that's awesome of another genre, because sometimes you can get a little tired of,
Sure.
you know, sitting in the one thing all the time, just like any live action film, I guess. Which actually leads me to another point. This title has already got two live action films slated for release.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty big. I'd say there's a second series, or second series is imminent. So do check it out and let me know what you think, because I reckon it's going to grow on you.
Just getting that final dad joke in for the year there, Ray.
No? No. I thought of that one.